Codenamed Aqualine, the 6-foot pilotless aircraft was disguised to look like an eagle or buzzard in flight. It carried a small television camera in its nose and photo equipment and air sampling sensors under its wings. Some insiders say it had been designed to test for radiation in the air as well as to gather electronic intelligence, or ELINT. But Gene Poteet, the first CIA officer ever assigned to the National Reconnaissance Office, offers a different version of events. Spy satellites flying over the Caspian Sea delivered us images of an oddly shaped, giant, multi-engined watercraft moving around down there on the surface. No one had any idea what this thing was for, but you can be sure the agency wanted to find out. That is what the original purpose of Aqualine was for, Poteet reveals. To take close-up pictures of the vehicle so we could discern what it was and what the Soviets might be thinking of using it for. Since we had no idea what it was, we made up a name for it. We called it the Caspian Sea Monster, Poteet explains. Project Aqualine remains a classified project, but in September of 2008, BBC News magazine produced a story about a Cold War Soviet hydrofoil named Equinopian, which is exactly what the CIA's Aqualine drone was designed to spy on. At Area 51, Hank Meyerdijk selected his former hunting partner, Jim Friedman, to assist him on the Aqualine drone program. It flew low and was meant to follow along communication lines in foreign countries and intercept messages, Friedman says. I believe the plan was to launch it from a submarine while it was waiting in port. The Aqualine team consisted of 3 pilots trained to remotely control the bird, with Friedman offering operational support. Hank got the thing to fly, Friedman recalls. Progress was slow and it crash-landed a lot. The program ended when the defense contractor, McDonnell Douglas, gave a bid for the job that Meyerdijk felt was $99 million over budget. McDonnell Douglas would not budge on their bid, so Hank recommended that the CIA cancel Project Aqualine, which he said they did. After the program was over, Hank Meyerdijk managed to make a mock-up of the Aqualine drone home with him from the area. He had it sitting on his bar at his house down in Las Vegas, Friedman recalls. Project Aqualine was not the CIA's first attempt to gather intelligence using cover from the animal kingdom. Project Ornithopter involved a bird-like drone designed to blend in with nature by flapping its wings. And a third, even smaller drone was designed to look like a crow and land on windowsills in order to photograph what was going on inside CIA-targeted rooms. The tiniest drone program, orchestrated in the early 1970s, was Project Insectothopter, an insect-sized aerial vehicle that looked like a dragonfly in flight. Insectothopter had an emerald green mini fuselage and, like Ornithopter, flapped its wings, which were powered by a miniature engine that ran on a tiny amount of gas. Through its Office of Research and Development, or ORD, the CIA had also tried turning live birds and cats into spies. In one such program, CIA-trained pigeons flew around Washington, D.C. with bird-sized cameras strapped to their necks. The project failed after the extra weight tired out the pigeons and they hobbled back to headquarters on foot instead of in flight. Another CIA endeavor, Acoustic Kitty, involved putting electronic listening devices in house cats. But that project also backfired after too many cats strayed from their missions in search of food. One Acoustic Kitty got run over by a car. The agency's pilotless vehicle projects were forever growing in ambition and size. One robotic drone from the early 1970s, a project financed with DARPA, was disguised to look like an elephant, ready to do battle in the jungles of Vietnam. ...